has a nice diverse style. It's really nice to see all the cosmetic options being utilized together. We just see assassin garb outfit.
Now we only got 11 people going into this first lobby, and that means we are going to see a little bit slower pace than we saw in that team tournament earlier, but we are still going to see some very good action once these Warriors get in.
Oh yeah, everyone is going to try to find their pacing first off, and this we'll probably see, a warm-up match of this first game, and everybody's going to find their groove, find out what build everyone's going to want to run, and kind of run a counterplay options for that, especially with such big names as Karma EXO, Legit Vocals, and Yenbon in here. We grab fouls. We're getting the game started here. Everybody's picking their ideal spawn to start. Where do you think everybody's going to want to start at, ideally?
So I think for the Warrior, you want to land in, it's going to sound crazy, in an urban area because you want to get in close early, in my personal opinion. But I think in a tournament setting, we're going to see people land a little bit further out and hope that the circle is in their favor.
Yeah, we saw that a lot in Fight Night going into Game 2 and 3, and I think we saw that in Fran Slam as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get to have an aerial view of that. We're kicking this game off right now. Everybody's clustered over to the east side of the map, so we're going to see some high action at Sector 5 Undercity. Go ahead and hop right in. As Legit Vocals, we have who's coming in here. We have PH Premium.
Let's ride.
And VGraph Fouls all dropping into Sector 5 Undercity. Legit Vocals already picking up PH Premium steps and deciding to rush in using his familiarity with the class to try and rush an advantage.
Let's ride.
PH Premium probably has already guessed who's hot on his heels and is rushing out of there. Legit Vocals rushing off the side of the building, both of them smacking each other in the face with their swords, but Legit Vocals has already gotten a little bit more damage on. If he's not careful, Premium is going to hit him already from here. He dodges the last strike of that. Legit Vocals rushes back in and manages to pick up the kill on a nice clean dash. VGraph follows up immediately after landing a beautiful bio on Legit Vocals, forcing him back and away and inside of the school. Yenbon is hot in pursuit. I'm going to have to hop over to his view here and be able to see if anything's going on. Legit Vocals health is draining rapidly. He's going down to 6 HP right now, making his way over to the bench. I think Yenbon has already figured out what he's going to try to do, and he's hot on his heels right on the outside of this building.
And this is exactly what we were talking about, is being on the Warrior, you can immediately get into fights like this, and we see Legit Vocals go immediately in for a kill because he knows kills are so important in this, and we see the complete opposite where Yenbon comes down and tries to capitalize on the third party. Unbelievable sweaty already. I am so excited for this.
Let's ride.
VGraph had just triggered his Punisher to try and catch up to Legit, but he's able to drive away to safety, smacking a Hedgehog Pie on his way out. Let's see if anybody else has managed to find each other yet. Doesn't look like anybody's too close to each other, so let's tune in with the Legit Vocals, who's just retreated from this first fight, this third party afterwards, and come out with a kill to take an early kill lead.
Now, we talked about it in the pregame. The bio is already coming into play here, especially in the early game. You know your opponents do not have Jewel Pendant at this point, unless they got really lucky. So, the chances are very low. We see Yenbon come in with the flank, puts down the bio, and immediately forces Legit Vocals to back up and try to refarm potions.
He did a beautiful job of faking Yenbon out in which direction he was going to try to run in, and managed to rotate around and inside of the school and around the outside. And instead of Yenbon being able to figure out where he's going and flank him and head off that direction, he ended up just having to activate his Punisher for that movement speed boost and chasing him down. But Legit was able to get to that bike in time and drive away to safety.
And again, we talked about it in the pregame. We see it right there, the difference between the Punisher and the Rush Warrior. With Legit being on the Rush Warrior, he is able to rotate out and get away just in time to get on the bike and retreat, and now he's able to move forward into the game with that kill.
Arguably, I would say Rush is faster than Punisher. You get a constant 10% movement boost with the Punisher, sure, but Rush, you get to slide 10 meters at least every 15 seconds. You can cover incredible distances with that. If you slide off of an arrow, like I mentioned before, or off of the edge of a roof, you can kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, it's unreal the mobility that Rush does bring to you. But once you get an arrow or a teleport, a Punisher Warrior can be just as mobile and create some sticky situations just like we saw there with Yenbon and PH going at each other.
Yeah,
Let's ride.
legit managing to pick up a really early kill like that and put the pressure down on the other candidates trying to get their hand on the board as well.
Yeah, he
Otherwise,
is our current kill leader with 1 kill now.
yeah, he's just gonna take an easy lead, and going into game
Monsters.
2, he can take it much easier with his game plan.
Let's ride.
Although knowing legit vocals, he's not gonna be taking it easy at all. And I just noticed him pick up in shotgun shells with an auto looter.
Now, I do want to point out the difference between tonight and, tonight
Monsters.
and what we normally do at Fight Nights. Fight Nights is all about coming in first or being the...
My
Oh,
fire.
go ahead.
I've just noticed something. The puppet is not a warrior.
Oh. Okay. So the puppet is not playing properly. Okay, so the puppet is not qualified for playing
Too
here.
easy.
Whoever this is legit could probably take them out, yeah.
Yeah, legit vocals has already managed to track them down, figured out what's going on, and I think I'm
That's
sure
right.
he's personally insulted by a monk arriving into the warrior final, into the
Alright,
warrior.
we definitely count the kill, but we need to make sure that we get on the right classes here. We are all
ride.
warriors in this matchup.
Yeah, gotta make sure you're playing it right, guys. We have rules for a reason. It's to make everything fun and fair.
Alright. And that's someone that was in my my Discord earlier, so they might not have understood what was going on, and I will make sure that I communicate that better in the
Let's
Discord
ride.
announcement for the next game. Alright, so we are moving in now. Legit has 2 kills. And then what I was talking about is, as opposed to the Fight
Monsters.
Night scoring, where the top score is all we care about, tonight is all about being in the top 5. So there is points for placement in first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And it's not all about kills in this, because you could squeak in and qualify for both the grand final tournament and the grand final raffle by getting into fifth with maybe like 1 or 2 kills. So there's a lot of strategy that can be put into play here. We can see a lot of slow game and a lot of fast game come out.
Yeah, it really could just be one way or the other too, because like you said, they could just be trying to play strategy among the tournament. At this point, though, I think everybody's trying to find each other. But General and Creator have found each other close to the edge of the hazard zone. Both of them, I think both of them are on a chocobo. Yeah, rushing into the zone. Creator hopping off and instead choosing to spend some time in the zone for a little bit of extra farm. Looks like General is forced away by a little bit of gunfire heading towards his direction. Oh, hang on. Legit Vocal seems to have locked his eyes on another prey. If I'm not wrong, that is Yenvon, another warrior main. So these two titans are clashing once again inside of Sector 7 Undercity this time. Ooh, VGraph is hopping onto his bike and coming around the side of the building. Is he going to jump off and engage Legit? He bumps him on his bike. Bumped.
As you said, this is game 1. They're getting a feel for each other.
Oh yeah, this is one of Yenvon's favorite things to do, of course. And there is a price to trying to play the troll, and he's just paid it.
Yeah, he feeds another kill into Legit Vocals. Unfortunately, gets stuck on the wall there and goes down to the gunfire. That is kill number 3 now for Legit Vocals.
Well, what can you do about it, right? Joe Bursky, or General, has just locked eyes into Joe Bursky, hopping off his chocobo and deciding to take this engagement, I think. Taking onto the outside of the zone. Joe opening fire on Joe Bursky and just evaporating that Punisher, or the Warrior Shield. I forget the name of that, to be honest.
And then we see another bio counter shield.
Counter Shield, thank you. Joe Bursky returning fire up to the General. Amazing bio placement by General down there. Joe Bursky opts to hop back on his chocobo, trying to rotate around and get away from this unfavorable engagement for him.
Does not want to play in the bio. As you can see, the jewel pendant is not quite there yet.
Absolutely, I wouldn't want to play in a toxic storm either. Joe Bursky is opting to run up the side of the mountain at General, retreating on top of his own chocobo. Joe Bursky hopping off to try and lay down some fire as General bumps off. Sniping at the chocobo, General hops off to return fire himself. Joe Bursky accidentally crouching. There goes his chocobo, his top of the potion as he's retreating back down the mountain. General's own bird has just gone away. The Creator is hot on his heels and is rotating into the third party. Coming in, hopping off his own chocobo, activating the rush. There goes the first melee rush. General lays down a thunder for a little bit of cover as retreating back around the rock. Creator skirting around the outside of it, taking a little bit of damage in return. Accidentally missing his rush on the outside as General uses a bio to cover his escape. Bahamut Sin has made his presence known, and it's forcing everybody to leave the area. It won't be long until he's leaving himself. And Creator lands a beautiful combo in General, destroying him, unfortunately sacrificing his bird in the process, but putting his name on the board as well. Meanwhile, Legit Vocals has just locked eyes into Karma XO and just south of Sector 7 Undercity, but laying down a little bit of cover fire from him as Karma tries to retreat on the Chocobo, hopping over the wall, and there goes the line of sight. Legit Vocal is going to hop over the wall and give some chase. I'm actually surprised to see that he hasn't hopped on a bike.
Yeah, he does like to travel around the bike or his Chocobo quite often. And we see the choice not to take the fight there. Legit is just out for kills. He knows what he wants to do in these games.
He is still hunting down Karma, though, as he's already found and discovered him rotating back around a support pillar. Hiding around behind the pillar, unaware that Steel Noir might be on the pipe there, looking at all of this happening through a scope. Legit Vocus has already spotted out the bird, though, who's going to try and take it down in the punishment. There it goes. I don't know if it was
6 and 9 are getting close to together here. Creator.
6 and 9. Creator and Ludokun. Ludokun is a name that I do not recognize, so this is going to be interesting to see how he takes engaging. He hops on top of the pillar. There goes his bird as he hops off and punishes Creator for just killing his bird. Unfortunately, take a lot of damage from the thunder that was laid down in return. Climbing up to the top of the supply pylon, his Creator is looking to try and, I don't know if he's going to try to rush up. That's not a very good idea, as Ludokun is attempting to try and lure him up there, opting instead to try and throw a fire up to the top. Ludokun hops off. I think he's going to try and push the bike and get out of this engagement. He's wanting to take this pretty slow, and he wants to take a high pace in his Creator. Rotates back around the supply pylon, pulling out his gun and going to lay down the fire as he gets run over by the bike. Ludokun hopping off and rotating back around the supply pillar. Creator is fast on his heels, though, and they exchange a couple of missed fireballs as Creator rotates back around to try and get that angle and knock him off of the pillar. Ludokun hopping down, he's managing to land a couple of hits into that melee combo, but Creator retreating with Rush and landing a nice fireball in return, recovering some health with Spear. They engage each other back onto the roof, and Ludokun is doing an excellent job of utilizing height to his advantage, taking massive damage from Creator as he lands a combo in return, though. Both of them rush past each other, and Creator tries to commit to the melee combo. Unfortunately, eating a fire because of that. Ludokun almost managing to get the finish off with the sword. Creator retreating around behind the rock to try and get some health back. Does he have another potion? He doesn't seem to be popping it right now. I think he's out. Ludokun seems to have spotted out this weakness. Is coming up on top of the rock. He's going to get line of sight, laying down a little bit of bullets. Unfortunately, not able to pick it up. Creator, I think, is going to try and sneak up for the attack right here, but that is way too much health on him. He's not going to be able to get the kill off in time. Oh, unfortunately, Ludokun has just bioed himself. Creator was looking for as he rotates back around, and Creator gets to shoot him in the back. Ludokun managing to sneak away to safety, but nearby, Joe Bursky might be looking for the third party. Ludokun buying a potion for here. Does he realize that he can't use it during bio? We'll have to see as he does manage to pop it and starts healing up. Creator hopping on a bike and driving out of here as Joe Bursky is contemplating whether or not he wants to attack Cloud.
And that's something we talked about so much, is that a lot of these private lobby tournament matches come down to mistakes, as we see one warrior accidentally bio themselves and have to give up the fight, and Creator tries to capitalize and almost gets the kill out of it.
Meanwhile, Legit Vocals is chasing Karma, as Karma is on his way onto the scene right now, so he might be able to see a little bit more spicy action. Ludokun hopping over the wall. I think Karma's already spotted him out. Hopping off. Oh, actually, I spoke that off too soon. He's going to just pass on his way by to the right away. Really? Are you just luring Legit Vocals here so that you can get him off your tail?
I mean, it's a bold strategy. Let's see how it plays out.
It has certainly worked, as Legit Focus has already locked eyes onto his new prey. As they come into the building here, Ludokun hops up on top instead. Legit Focus following up in hot pursuit. He's getting bioed in return as Ludokun does a beautiful maneuver off the side of the building. Legit managing to dash and rush on top of the roof. I didn't realize that was an interaction.
I was just about to say that. That was unreal. You didn't know you could dash perfectly across that. That was so smooth.
Ludokun pulling off the same exact trick off the wall and almost managing to land a beautiful fire to take Legit Vocals down even further. That bio is ticking down ever closer to death. Legit Vocals utilizing the height and hopping over the wall to dodge Ludokun's bloodthirsty sword. Taking another bio as he climbs up onto the roof. Ludo is ruthless with this poison. Almost manages to land that fireball as Legit Vocals is climbing up every single roof in front of him. Ludokun dashes across, manages to land a little bit more damage, but falls off the roof in return. Legit Vocals dashing back over to this roof, but he's very low on health now. Ludokun almost landed that shot. Akira brings him up to a little bit more comfortable, manageable level, though, as he's finally able to take his first potion in the last minute and a half.
We get the supply chest here, though. The see if he can get anything good from it, and see if he changes the play of this map. He's going back in, so he might have found something he liked.
He seems to be a lot more comfortable with his engagement now as they both take up to the roofs. Unfortunately, whiffing a fireball, and another one comes down, knocking Ludokun off of the roof, dodging the bio that Ludokun tried to respond with. But Legit Vocals manages to dodge a fire on accident, almost taking a poison again. Legit Vocals chasing him up on top of the roof. Ludokun knows he's at a disadvantage right now, but he manages to turn it around with a beautiful fireball off of the roof. Legit Vocals is going to retreat around the side of this house here, and might be able to even pull away to try and take another potion. This fight is taking an awfully long time, though, as some other people are starting to make their way on. Joe Bursky making himself known again. Ludokun taking advantage of the confusion to lay some fire down on Legit Vocals, who was attempting to retreat. I think somebody else is taking these shots as well, as Creator comes in from in front of him. Legit Vocals attempting to dash past him and get himself off away to safety. Creator following in hot pursuit with those warrior attacks, and he's managing to land a little bit more damage. Legit Vocals retreats up on top of the bar here. Creator in hot pursuit. Ludokun firing off from the distance, trying to get an angle to see if he can land a little bit more damage out. Legit Vocals taking another fireball inside of the house. Creator almost managing to finish it off with the warrior combo and chasing a hat after him. Unfortunately, not able to land those extra instances of damage. Legit Vocals retreats off the top of the roof, taking some fire off from Karma XO, who's taking advantage of this confusion. Legit Vocals is suddenly on the back foot, having to run from the entire lobby.
This is unreal. It's non-stop. Creator's gonna heal up on the bench here.
Yep, that's a very good opportunity for him to sit there, as Karma XO does not have line of sight on there. Creator hopping down that max health, pressuring Legit Vocals again as he pressures him away from him with a fire, lands the second one, comes in to try and finish him off, does not commit to the final attack, almost manages to finish him. There it goes with the warrior dash. I do know that is his favorite strategy to use in warrior, to not use the final attack, so that he's able to dash again and again and again. And the next fight is
immediately into action here, but I want to touch on what happened there. But we gotta keep going here.
We'll come after that
go
one.
down to Ludo.
We'll come back to that one after this fight here. As Karma XO is suppressing Legit Vocals inside of the building. There is a potion shop inside. I'm sure he's taking advantage of the lull in action to buy and resupply. I have accidentally got myself trapped inside of the bar. There we go. Legit Vocals sneaks his way around the outside, but is not able to escape Karma's vision as a fireball comes and keeps Legit Vocals pinned down behind the wall. Karma's slowly making his way in and try to use a thunder, but manages to scare Legit Vocals away back into running back behind the bar. Accidentally turned off the health for a second there. Pink Teddy is on his way in from the north. He's going to come into this fight from the back side of Karma, so he's going to have to move or avoid getting pinched by these two competitors. Ludokun off here playing with Cloud inside of the arena. He manages to kill Cloud, actually. This could be huge coming into the final zones.
We're going to have a Cloud on the map. That's going to be unreal if we get the summon, but now the fight's going to break out.
Legit Vocals landing a nice mid-range fireball, not able to chase up onto the roof as he accidentally climbs through the window. Ludokun healing himself back up.
He might not want to chase too long. If he chases too long, he's gonna have to fight a Cloud.
That's obviously gonna take the cake in a warrior versus warrior matchup, but he does not have that dash ability. Legit Vocals might be able to take advantage of that fact. There comes the Cloud transformation. What does Legit Vocals decide to do with this information? Is Ludo comes out firing hot with a fireball. And Legit Vocals answers with his own as Cloud gets knocked off of the roof, rotating back around the side of there, trying to get another heal down. He no longer has a ranged option except for materia. He is locked into melee combat at this point. Legit Vocals might take... Whoa, I did not realize you could jump that distance as Cloud. Holy cow, as he's hopping back and forth across the roost, trying to chase down Legit Vocals and take advantage of this insane damage Cloud can put out as Legit Vocals takes back up to the roof, faking it out and climbing up and inside... Oh, up on top of the next one instead. Cloud almost hitting himself with that fireball. Not
get close. He did hit twice.
A couple times as he's trying to climb up the side of the roof. Somebody else has joined the party and is starting to lay down some fire onto Cloud as he's taking a little bit more damage. Catspell healing him up. Legit Vocals is at critical health as Pink Teddy takes advantage from a distance and finishes him off.
Unreal. Pink Teddy knowing it's going to come down to these final circles here. He's going to start picking off some people, get these points in the final round here.
This has been his plan all along in all of these tournaments, try to take his time looting up before he engages in any of these fights, and he manages to land a name on the kill leader, taking Legit into 5th place.
Now, I want to point out something real quick on that Legit Vocals kill. When he went up against Creator, that Creator tried to put down a Thunder as they were finishing there right at the bench, and it did not cast. If that Thunder went off, it would have been a much, much closer. But because he's trying to cast Thunder over and over again, Legit Vocals is able to get the melee advantage, and that's where the kill comes from. It's such, like, minimal mistake there. Go ahead, right ahead.
Cross slash!
There it is! Cross slash, but he's gonna go down to the Thunder as well! There's the return Thunder! Unbelievable! We saw the cross slash, but the Thunder gets the return kill!
Now, someone to come shoot a smile into the ground, and we have a death smiley face. And Ludo drops to the Thunder and Blizzard as the final ring closing in forces him out of the transformation. You're not able to move inside of that, not able to heal, and he gets locked into that nasty death trap.
That was unreal. I was just about to say, like, the small little mistakes are what's gonna, like, change these fights, and there we see it, right? Like, you get the cross slash, but the return Thunder gets the kill as well, and it's you're out of the match at that point. That's so much fun. I'm so excited that happened. I'm shaking right now.
Unbelievable. I think Pink Teddy has already spotted Seal Noir up on top of the mountain here. As Seal Noir just opens fire with a Cyclops roar, Pink Teddy is going to have to be forced to rethink how he wants to take this engagement. Let's take a second to discuss the Legit Vocals running from the world for a second there. He did a beautiful job maneuvering about his environment and keeping everybody off of his toes for a while there.
Yeah, then we see the experience. He's been playing Ninja in a couple tournaments. We saw him Ninja on Fight Nights, but the experience of, like, running up and down the walls and knowing when the rush is going to be up next and keep on going like that, it is unreal.
Yeah. Seal Noir has got his bird stash up here too, so both of them have maneuverability going into this final ring, taking aim and waiting for Pink Teddy to peek out from behind the rock. Pink Teddy in return attempting to bait out a couple of more Cyclops roar shots. It only has 16, so if you manage to run them out of that ammunition, that is one less gun that you have to deal with in the final circle.
We have the kills up on the screen here. Legit Vocals coming away with 4, and then we have 1 and 1 on Noir and Pink Teddy here.
So really, this is just going to be a contest of who gets the most points in this. Already, the 10 points for first place is up for competition. Pink Teddy seems very comfortable behind the rock there as he's waiting for Seal Noir to make the first move. He is going to be pushed off of the wall first. I'm sure Pink Teddy is waiting to take this in a much closer engagement where the Cyclops Roar isn't going to be as effective, but even at close range, and Lucky No Scope can deal devastating damage. Seal Noir making his bird known to Pink Teddy. Let's hop back and forth between these views right here. As Pink Teddy is... Oh.
Pink
I
Teddy's
see.
dancing.
Pink Teddy's dancing. All right.
Pink Teddy's a warrior. Pink Teddy knows, like, this situation here. Pink Teddy is ready for the fight.
Seal Noir is also ready for the fight. He has finally come off of the mountain and is on top of the pillar that Pink Teddy was comfortable behind. Charging up a spell, but Pink Teddy rotates around to the other side of the ring. There goes the Thunder, wasting 2 mana. Pink Teddy is going to just chill behind this building here and seems to be very comfortable waiting for the final ring to come in as he lays a gravity trap down. This is going to stick around for 90 seconds, so this could come into play later if Seal Noir isn't careful. Seal Noir is finding the perfect position to try and take this ambush, or try to take this engagement from. I'm sure he's already spotted out the gravity, keeping his bird on standby not too far away as another gravity trap gets laid down by Pink Teddy. This is a lot of mana every time he goes and does that. He's sitting in... Oh, I mean, he's only about at least 3 mana at the moment. Oh, there goes Bumble Blue. Seal Noir manages to pick it off from around the corner.
I need to heal.
This is where it's going to get sweaty. Those gravities could come into play here, though.
Oh, there goes another gravity trap as the Thunder tells Seal Noir that... No, Seal Noir past the Thunder that tells Teddy, I'm not going anywhere close to you right now. I see what your plan is here. Pink Teddy answering with a beautiful fire, knocking him back from around the pipe. Pink Teddy taking advantage of the situation to come in for the hot melee. Awesome, almost manages to finish it off with the fire. A Thunder comes down as Seal Noir retreats back into that and unfortunately goes down to Pink Teddy, dancing in the rain with his nail bat.
That was unreal, and as I said, Pink Teddy is aware of the final circle on Warrior. It bides their time the entire match, picks off a couple kills to get the points, and then finishes off the match in first place. Unreal, non-stop. There's so much to break down of what happened in that match.
The Cloud managing to come onto the field, that height cross slash into suicide, legit vocals running from the entire world after killing half of the lobby. That was a dramatic match for sure.
Yeah, and we see the different strategies come into play where, like we talked about, we see legit vocals land and instantly go for kills non-stop and wants to get all those kills, get those points. That way, the higher the ranking, the better the final score. And then we see the opposite where Pink Teddy takes their time, gets a couple kills in the first place to get the score as well. So it's unreal. And like you said, seeing Cloud come out, so we saw our true warrior versus warrior there, and legit vocals. I mean, I'm gonna say comes away with the win there. Unfortunately, gets taken down, but able to avoid all of that fighting for like, what was that, like 3 or 4 minutes of non-stop just dancing around. It was unreal.
At the very least, he was almost running for his life for 5 minutes. I'm amazed he managed to keep as many potions as he did, and he did an amazing job navigating his environment and keeping Cloud away from him. And honestly, he wins in my heart for not taking out a gun and shooting Cloud in the face, making it a true warrior versus warrior matchup.